It's been 5 years since I lost my Benchmade 940. I remember the day like it was yesterday. I was helping a friend. We were taking down a large tree in Portland, and I was changed to my climbing gear, and I was moving stuff around. You know, when you get out of your normal flow, things get lost. Well, I got home, and of course, that was the last time I had seen it. I went back and dug through things, went through my gear multiple times, and unfortunately, no avail. Well, believe it or not, I just figured out what happened to it. This is our orchard. It's about a 150 by 150 area, fenced in with an 8-foot fence, full of all manner of nut trees and fruit trees and grapes. This is the original barn. Actually, that was the original barn right there, the original homestead barn. That's well over 100 years old. And then you can see the addition. So this is kind of the place where, well, you dump things that you don't know where they should live. It's like a toolbox for gear. So it's always been very disorganized and just kind of a mess. So we're trying to get to all 4 corners of the homestead. So Jariah, who is a young man who is working for me part-time, was in here working, and I had pipe fittings and stuff. We're trying to get this all cleared out and everything organized. And interesting thing happened. So this louver board right here, a louver board, if you don't know, is just it's for organizing fasteners and stuff. It actually is designed for these acrobins right here. They have a little hook on the back, and they hook on the louvers, and you can organize things, right? Well, it's all clear to me now. I remember it like it was yesterday. That morning before I headed out to help my friend with the tree, I was moving this thing here out of the shop down here to, well, out of sight, out of mind, right? This is the one. Check it out. The pocket clip's still on it. What must have happened, and what Jariah found, sorry, was when he was moving these things around, it was stuck on here just like that. Now, I have told you guys for how long that the dirty little secret with the knife industry is the reason why they put pocket clips. It's not for your convenience. It's because they know that the fact that these stick out of your pocket, now that's just waiting for something to hook on it and lift out. I have actually found this particular knife in the forest hanging on a branch one time. I couldn't believe I found it. But what must have happened is I picked that thing up, it slid off and stuck on there, and I laid it against the wall, and that's the way it was. That's the way it was laying. Let's go see how it fared after 5 years in the homestead barn here. I still can't believe it. I mean, when you find something, do you ever find anything good? Because I don't. You know, I'll lose a $200 knife, and I'll find something, you know, I'll find like a Harbor Freight free flashlight. You know, that's about the extent of it. So to get this back is absolutely amazing to me. It was so funny that Jariah, I wasn't here when he found it, and he took it into the shop and put it on a clipboard and just wrote barn find with an arrow pointing to it. And I didn't read it when I had come in, and I walked in, and it was lying down here like this with the clip on it, and I thought, why is that knife here? You know, I thought I had that up in my gun safe, and wait a minute, it's got a clip on it, and it was all starting to come together, but that's what happened. So after, are you gonna focus? Come on. After what, 5 years, it looks pretty good. Still got that nice shiny edge on there from the Russian knife sharpener. Still got a gleam on it. A little bit of rust on the back of the blade. A little bit gummed up in the works, but man, nothing that a little hour worth of elbow grease will will fix. So now we have a decision to make. So is it a sign that I should be carrying the 940 again? Because I've kind of replaced the 940 with the one of my subscribers sent me a pair of 3 Spyderco. Which I really like, but I do feel bad sometimes when I see it sitting up on the nightstand, like, you know, maybe I should go back to this. I don't know. The whole thing I just thought was so funny. So dual 940s here. This one's S30V, and this is 154 CM. I just noticed that. I didn't realize that before. And what do we have here? Is this S30? What's this one here? Yep, S30V. How they're all good steel. All right, well, it looks like Jack's going to have a pocket knife pretty soon, or Mrs. W. Let me show you a couple other things here that we have planned today. Those of you who follow our Instagram page will notice that I posted, well, Jack got his first vehicle. It's hard to believe. 15, he'll be driving soon. So it's a 2002 TJ Rubicon that I rebuilt from a collision from my dad years ago, back when I was doing Jeep. So we kind of set this one up from Moab. It only has 30,000 miles on it. My dad used it to pull mostly behind his RVs, and so it's just sat. It's kind of a time capsule from a decade ago. I can't believe it's almost a classic. Was that almost 20 years old? So this is a real Rubicon. It's pretty well set up. Full skid plates. I remember I put all that stuff on there. Power steering skid plate, gas tank skid plate, worn bumpers. Let's take you around to the front. So overall, it's in good condition. Did I say 30,000 original miles? It turned over when we were driving it home. We're gonna get started on this. It's been sitting for a long time. My dad used it to pull behind his RV. So you can see it's got the tow attachment on there. So we'll take all that stuff off there, go through everything, get everything cleaned up. I'm gonna have to do some repainting. When I built this from a collision, the whole front clip was replaced with new parts, and some of the stuff that I painted, it's just not holding up very well. It never really does as good as the factory, especially when you're a shade tree guy. But it's a 4-liter, 5-speed, hardtop. We've got the hard doors, we've got the full soft top. It's fully loaded. It's got the factory GPS in it, center console, subwoofer, the whole deal. It's man, what a fun car for a teenager. I remember when my first car was a 74 Dodge Challenger. And that was a cool car. And then after that, I got into a 77 Ford Bronco, which had the 302 in it. And that was my fondest memories as a young man. Summertime with friends and dating and car loads. We took the doors off and we took the top off, and it was just such a great vehicle. And I am a little envious of Jack when I think about those times. Probably one of the most memorable days of my life was the day I got my license. My folks let me stay home from school, or skip school that day, and I just drove around. It was the first time in my life where I could have control over where I went and what I did. What in the world do we have here? Did you come to see Papa?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, can you say hello?
Hello.
What do you think of Jack's new Jeep?
I think it's so beautiful.
Would you like to go for a ride?
Where are we going?
Well, can I tell you what we're doing today?
Huh?
Come, follow me in the shop. Let's go. Take my hand. Oh, we gotta get all these weeds knocked down today.
Yeah.
Put our snowplow away.
What is this?
It's Papa's forklift.
Can I climb in it?
Of course you may. You want a hand?
Yeah.
How about I lift you up instead? If I could direct your attention over here. Do you see this?
Yeah.
That's the first of several bags. We are planting pine trees today. Douglas firs, silvers, and crab apples. My friend Tony was our friend and neighbor from our off-grid place. They over-ordered on trees, and so he had a whole bunch left over, and they were just gonna throw them away. They didn't have any choice. They couldn't plant anymore. So he brought them over here. So we will be planting today. So that will probably be up in the next video. Hey, let's go get some breakfast.
I don't want to get breakfast.
Why?
Because it's too spicy.
Oh, it's not spicy. It's only when you eat Papa's plate.
Baby meat.
Yeah, you're gonna need that today.
Papa,
Yeah.
this is my chainsaw.
Can you fire it up?
I'm going to cut some wood here.
Sorry guys, but that's about all I have time for today. We have a lot of trees to plant today, so we're gonna go get the tractor set up, get down there, and we will bring you along. So stand by for that. Thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting our channel. If you don't mind, click the thumbs up. It helps. Share the videos, and may God bless you and your families. We'll see you guys on the next video.